Ah, the high school time capsule. That magical box where we're supposed to capture the essence of our teenage years, like some kind of archaeological artifact destined for future generations. I mean, who wouldn't want to dig up a box of our most embarrassing moments a few decades later? Look, kids, here's a pair of my old jeans. They were so tight I couldn't breathe, but hey, it was 2005, and low-rise was all the rage. The idea of a time capsule is both thrilling and terrifying. I remember the day our history teacher announced it. She stood there, all wide-eyed and enthusiastic, like she had just discovered fire or something. "Let's create a time capsule." She exclaimed, as if we were all going to be the next Indiana Jones, digging through the dirt to uncover our teenage treasures. I could see the gears turning in my classmates' heads. Some were picturing their favorite snacks, others their beloved cell phones, and a few were probably considering how to sneak in a few embarrassing photos of their crushes. And then came the brainstorming session. Oh, the brainstorming session. It was like a chaotic episode of Shark Tank. But instead of million-dollar ideas, we were pitching our most ridiculous thoughts. How about we put in a mixtape of our favorite songs? Someone suggested. A mixtape? In a world of Spotify playlists and Apple Music? I could already see future generations scratching their heads, wondering why we thought Bye 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 was an anthem of our existence. "What's a mixtape?" they'd ask, and I'd just smile knowingly, like a wise old sage who had seen things. Then there was the inevitable debate over what to include. I mean, how do you encapsulate 4 years of awkwardness, angst, and questionable fashion choices into a single box? "Let's throw in a yearbook," one classmate shouted. Brilliant, except that our yearbook was basically a glorified collection of selfies and inside jokes that would make absolutely no sense to anyone outside our little bubble. Remember that time we thought it was a good idea to get matching haircuts? I could hear future students laughing at our poor decisions. As the days passed, the excitement morphed into panic. What if we didn't include the right things? What if future generations thought we were boring? I mean, we had TikTok and Instagram, but what would they think if we just tossed in a few crumpled notes and a half-eaten bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos? Look, kids, this is what we used to snack on while we binge-watched reality TV. The pressure mounted as we approached the deadline. I found myself wandering the aisles of Target, contemplating the significance of a rubber duck. Is this quirky enough? Will it represent my high school experience? I ended up buying a stress ball shaped like a brain. Perfect! This symbolizes how I felt during finals week. Finally, the day arrived. We gathered around the box, each of us clutching our contributions like they were golden tickets to the chocolate factory. I tossed in my stress ball, and someone else added a pair of socks with pizza slices on them, because apparently that was a thing we all loved. We sealed the box, our laughter echoing in the air, and buried it in a corner of the schoolyard. As I walked away, I felt a strange mix of nostalgia and relief. We had captured our high school experience, or at least a bizarre snapshot of it. Who knows what future kids will think when they unearth our time capsule? Maybe they'll laugh, maybe they'll cringe, but one thing's for sure. They'll definitely be grateful they don't have to wear low-rise jeans.